You get it? Because today's video's about fish. Hey you guys, it's MJ and welcome back to Pet Adventures again. Just to remind you guys, we are still on the daily video series. We're going all the way for 30 days. If you're new to my channel right now, Pet Adventures has a daily video series where we're literally going to be making a video every single day for 30 days non-stop. Oh yeah, I am a boss. And it's going pretty well. I'm struggling here and there, but I'm getting it, okay? So today we are going to be listing the top 3 best beginner fish. And keep in mind, these are only from my personal experience. These were the easiest fish when I was starting out. So yeah, I think that they'll work out for you too if you try hard enough, okay? So let's get right into it. The first fish that I recommend for beginners is guppies. Yes, guppies. A lot of you guys would probably like guppies. Everyone knows what a guppy is. They're very common small fish, and the reason why I recommend guppies for beginners is because, believe it or not, they can handle pretty hot temperatures, which is really cool. They are tropical fish, but they can handle a wide variety of hotter type temperatures as long as it's not a hot temperature shock. It should be fine. But they handle quite a lot of temperature warmness. So that is something that I think is pretty easy on them. You know what? You're distracting me. You know that? She's like, what? No. You wanted to distract me. You're gonna stay here. So the reason why I recommend guppies also is because they can handle a very small tank. Now I'm talking as small as a 10-gallon, and they can go all the way up to 20, 30, 40 gallons if you wanted them to. Just be sure that you have lots of hides and lots of plants so that they don't get stressed out. And I do want to stress that something a lot of people don't know is that most fish need a hide. Discus, angelfish, cichlids, goldfish, guppies, mollies, tetras, you name it. A lot of fish need hides. And you'd think we should know this because there's so many reptiles and small animals that we give hides to, but we often forget that apparently fish need them too. So I do strongly recommend that you get a hide for your fish. Just a side note there. But guppies are wonderful fish. They're small, they're content, they're very peaceful. Most guppies do very well with a lot of different types of fish, as long as those fish are peaceful, okay? And they are just great. They're good for breeding. You can breed them easily. They can be in very small tanks, as small as a 10-gallon, okay? And they handle the hotter temperatures really well. They're altogether a great beginner fish if you're starting out. That being said, they are still sensitive and can die from nitrate poisoning quite easily, so make sure that you do lots of water changes and do not let the nitrate and ammonia spike up. Please test your water regularly, or at least as needed, and make sure you do not let Lucy do that. Lucy, why are you messing with the video? She literally made the whole thing shake. Plenty of water changes so that you do not let it get too high. Other than that, they are a great beginner fish. My second beginner fish would have to be tetras. Tetras are wonderful fish. I love them so much. Now, provided there are some tetras that can be quite semi-aggressive, so you do have to watch out. But I would say that my best personal experience are neon tetras. Sometimes glow light tetras can be really good. I really like serpe tetras. Altogether, they make a great community. If you see a lot of neon tetras together, it is a beautiful thing to see. They are wonderful. And tetras are a type of schooling / community fish for the most part. So if you decide to get neon tetras, please make sure you get a school of 5 or more. It really helps them feel secure, and it's also really beautiful to see them together. They look amazing when they are schooling together. They look like a work of art. And tetras are a tropical type fish, and they don't handle a lot of temperature varieties, so keep the temperatures between, I would say, 77 to 84 is probably good. That's a good stable in the middle for you, so I wouldn't range the temperatures too high around tetras. And the third fishy that I recommend for beginners trying to start out would definitely have to be betta fish. Betta fish are very easy provided you know the care. However, betta fish can get sick easily from nitrate spikes, wrong feedings, overfeedings, since their stomachs are very tiny, and some other things. They are also prone to cancer. But if you can control some of this and keep up with water changes, keep up with medications if they need it, then they are an easy fish overall. They do not need a buddy, so that's what's really great about them. I think that it's kind of awesome that you don't have to get them together, because sometimes I find myself having to have more mollies because my mollies like being in groups. They're happy that way, and sometimes it's a pain because if a couple of them died, I have to get more, and it's just a big hassle. You know what I'm saying. It's a big hassle down the road. But they do not need a large tank, and I'm talking 5 gallons is good enough for them. Now I do keep mine in 2.5 gallons, but I don't recommend it because it's much harder to control the temperature in a smaller tank, and I don't really think it's completely suitable. It does do the trick. It's not going to hurt your betta if you do a 2.5 gallon, but if you have the space, please get a 5 gallon, and do not ever get a bowl for any fish, even if they don't need a filter. For instance, betta fish can live all right without filters, but I really think that it's necessary for the most part. A lot of people will tell you, oh, they breathe air, so they don't need a filter, blah, 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 blah. I don't need this, I don't need that, I don't want a filter, all this, all that. No! No. Okay? Get a filter, get a heater, get a 5 gallon, and get a top, because they like to jump sometimes, and you don't want to see a betta fish on your floor, girl. That's not responsible. But I love all those fish, and I hope you guys do too. Those are my top 3. There are a couple others that are on the top 10 list. Like, for instance, goldfish are a beginner fish in some sort, but they are definitely not on the top and not for straight up beginners, but they can become easy. And as a molly lover, trust me, I would like to recommend mollies for beginners, but it is just not true. I love mollies. You guys know I am a passionate molly caretaker. I love mollies and I have a huge passion for them, but I cannot recommend them for beginners because they do have a lot of requirements. Okay, there's a bug in here. But I cannot recommend them for beginners because they have a strong need for hard water, and sometimes that's hard for people to maintain. They can be a fully saltwater if you really let them. So, saltwater fish. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, just a quick tip that if you guys buy my merchandise on petadventureshop.com, anything from my store, it can be absolutely anything on my store. If you take pictures of it, you will be featured on my Instagram. The last girl that bought from me, Emily, she's going to be featured on my Instagram if she takes a picture with the merchandise that she got from me. If you take a picture with my shirt, my stickers, or anything else that you got from my store, I will feature it right on my Instagram, and you guys will be featured on there. You guys can even be featured on my channel if you make a 1-minute video talking about how you like my channel, and of course if you bought my merchandise, wearing my shirt, or using my stickers or anything like that. Also, you can support me on Patreon as well and become a patron, and if you do, you get all private access to my private Instagram account, Pet Adventures Patreon, but you do have to donate at least $1 and become a patron to see that full access. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already to join the adventures crew here. That's you guys, my subscribers. And please give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you love pets and fish. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!